Alright guys, I'm out here showing you the progress of the winter sowing. So the poppies have come up. They're a little crowded, but I should be able to separate them. At least I know now what they are, because usually I would just throw them in the bed and I was not sure what they were. They would get overcrowded by other things. So now this way I can up-pot them into smaller containers and keep them exactly knowing what they are. These are the onions that I seeded, I don't know, 6 weeks ago. So some of them I did take out and put in the green stalks. I'll show you that. This is my experiment with sand. It did not work out so well. I don't know if it was because it dried out too fast. The loofah seeds did not germinate at all. I moved some of the peas over to the green stalks. These are the other peas and string beans, but it took forever for them to germinate, even though they were on the heat mats. And they didn't germinate that great, so I don't think I'll do that again. In here I have some Marguerite marigold coming up. No Krishna Tulsi yet. No toothache plant, which sucks. In here I had to redo some sage because it died. We got 20-degree weather last week. It was 20 every night. This I have some helichrysum. There's some stuff coming up over here. These are some cosmos. Again, it's, I'm trying to do it outside because I don't have as much space in the house. We have some zinnias coming up in here. The butterfly weed and the soapwort, nothing. The verbascum, there's a few. And the sweet peas, some are coming up. I don't know if you could see it. So I'm gonna move over to the green stalks. We had to put them inside because it was 20 degrees. These are the onions that I did move out. They're a little bit too thick, but when they get a little bit bigger, I'll try to divide them again. We still have some kale that survived from 6 weeks ago, luckily. They're starting to get second leaves, which is exciting. Some of them did not make it. These are the peas I just took out. You can see they don't look so hot. I'm hoping that they perk up a bit. Some spinach started to sprout here and here. We've got some chard. And then what is this? This is chard too, that's what I thought. We got some scallions, some radishes, some of the perennial herbs are coming back. This is more radishes. The lettuce, not germinating again. I don't know what's going on. It's weird. The parsnips didn't germinate either. Cilantro has not germinated, which it means weird because these are things that would be growing right now if I had them in the garden bed. So I don't know if this is broccoli rabe. We have nothing. So I don't know if it's the weather's been weird. I don't know what it is, but you can see the roses are starting to green out. I'm going to prune them up today. We've got daffodils in bloom. Crocuses are in bloom. I'm hoping to seed some tomatoes today, but I'm having an issue with fungus gnats. Even though I put the fly tape up, they attack the bitter melon seedlings. So they're dead. I had to reseed them. There's a garlic growing in the grass. Another one over here. So that was definitely critters. Moved that from where I had it in the beds. Another stray garlic. Bee, get out of there. Out. Out. Bee's already had a tick on her this year, as my husband. So this is the bed that needs to be taken apart. You could see horseradishes growing in it still. Fennel too. Okay, Bee. And then I'm gonna trim up the medicinal bed today as well because it's mild. It's 50 degrees, sun is out, it's not too windy. So that is a nice spring day. Some more horseradish, some garlic chives in here, some sorrel I'm going to move out and put in the green stalks. This is the onion sets that I put out. So we have 3 rows of onions here, and then I left the back open. There's horseradish that needs to be moved, but that will have tomatoes back there. Some more onion sets here. You can see they're starting to sprout. I did these last week in between the rain and the cold. Motherworts come back. There's hairy bittercress everywhere, which is now going to pose a problem because it's going to seed. And I'm going to have to pull it. But here was more onions I did. This is funny. This kale is coming back even though it's not in the ground. Interesting. I might try to take these cuttings and pop them in the green stalk and see what happens. But all of this needs to be cleaned up today to get these beds prepared so we can add, oh, all these onions came out, so we can add more soil, except where the onions are because they do not like to be deeply sowed. And that's what I'll be doing today. If you want to update me in the comments about what you're doing, what the weather is like by you, it'd be good to know. Thanks.